Sheesh! Hello and welcome to another stream here on Behance and on YouTube. And here we are, and aren't you glad we're here?
Oh yeah, YouTube.
It's a thing! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for being patient. We were a few minutes late, but we made it, baby! And Kendall was our gold star of the day, first in the chat. Whoop, 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 whoop. Amazing. Saying hi. Classic. 2 letters. Perfect. Just short enough to get in and be like, first. So thank you for being here. Then we've got Alessandro. We've got Rin. We've got Anonymous Panda. Tara. We've got Jake. We've got Oh Boy a Toy. Who's that weirdo?
Who is that weirdo? Are you sure my mic sounds good? I don't know.
Hey everybody, does Anthony's mic sound good? We didn't have a chance to do the audio test because we were running up the clock, so let us know if I'm real loud, quiet, he's real loud, quiet, let me know. Start tool capture, do it, you can do it, Adobe Photoshop, you can do it. Ryan Selvey in the chat saying bloop poop. We got in trouble for talking about poop too much.
In trouble?
You're gonna get us in trouble again, yes, from one person. If we get in trouble from one person, it's worse than an establishment, okay? Tyler Gibson, what's up? How are you? How is everyone doing? Ryan says, lesser YouTube, not as cool people. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The people are high quality no matter where they go. But if you want to chat with us, we're on Behance because it's a quality platform. So, so far, Jake Green, Anonymous Panda, and somebody named Anthony Sims are in the YouTube chat, which is just a whole gaggle of gang. It's a lot of people, but, you know, I don't trust them. Ryan says frowny face. Did I offend you? Oh, no. Thank you so much for being here. By the way, if you don't know, Ryan is another streamer here on Behance, and you should check out his streams and his subscription service called the Quantum Deck. There's a lot to love, so go check out his page. And if you don't know, subscriptions are live here on Behance. This stream is brought to you by our podcast, Oops All Bloops, which is our subscription that we've made. It is a 2 podcasts per month, 1 hour each, but our first one is actually 2 hours because, whoops, we can't stop talking. And that will be posted this week, so I'm very excited for that. It's already so exciting. I love it. And guess what we're doing today? Oh, Sam Peterson's in the chat saying howdy. Hello, Sam. Oh my gosh, also another streamer here on Behance and just an amazing artist. Go check out his work. It's amazing. And what I wanted to talk about was Oops All Bloops is needing some artwork for the podcast. Oh, I hit the microphone. Microphone. Podcast episodes, we wanted some kind of artwork to go along with it. So I wanted to just start designing out some ideas. These are little characters that I was doodling before the stream because I wanted to start with something. But I didn't get very far, so I want you guys to be involved with this and let me know what you think about podcast art and things of that nature. It really can be whatever the heck we want it to be. There are a few that we're taking influence from, like Anthony. You got some ideas for podcast? I know 3-point perspective is one of them.
We're taking inspiration from other podcasts, and we're listing what podcasts we're taking inspiration from.
Exactly. Your brain is working. Good job.
SVS first and foremost, and then maybe Negative Space.
Negative Space. Do they have a podcast artwork per episode? I know that they have the icon for them.
Artwork per episode inspiration.
What am I looking for?
I'm
Navigator.
only familiar with SVS. I don't really know of any other podcasts that I would think of bespoke artwork for.
I'm going to turn you up a little bit. I think that you are kind of quiet. What was it? Yeah, the podcast that we're talking about with SVS isn't called SVS. It's called 3-Point Perspective. And that one is a wonderful podcast just to listen to. It's got so much great information. And is one of the guys who was involved in it is Lee White, who we talk about all the time. He was my mentor and teacher and all that stuff. He knows a bunch of stuff about children's books, especially. Oh my gosh. Hey, everybody in the chat saying hello. You guys are awesome. Ryan says, I'm also a streamer, but I'm first and foremost a bloop. Ryan is one of our bloopies, which is what we're calling our friends who have signed up for the subscription. And Joe is in the chat. Hello. Hey, Joe. Joe saying, Anthony is coming in a little low. This man needs more volume. Can you turn up your gain at all?
I don't know if it's the gain. I think it's just micro.
It sounded like you said microphone stuff. Like it
Yeah,
cut
I
out
don't know
right
what's
when you
going
said
on. We didn't do an audio test before we started because we were a little late to the game.
Yeah, this is our audio test. It's live. We're getting live feedback, and they just say pump you up. And I have you pumped up as much as I can in OBS. So if you can pump yourself up on your end at all, it would be greatly appreciated. Or just learn to scream.
Hello?
Is that working? Does that work for you?
I
Is
don't
that good?
know.
Okay, let me know if I turn up my desktop audio, let me know if the audio gets louder. Boop. All right,
Hello,
go.
hello,
Talk.
hello, hello, hello. Audio test. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Is it low? Is it good? Is it a good volume?
I've turned them
That's all
way
I
up
got.
now. Wait, do it again. I want to look at the OBS volumes. It doesn't help too much, but it can see something. So keep saying hello.
Hello. Rin says the audio seems okay on my end, and Dark Hour says it could be a problem on my end too. I doubt it though, because I think I was a little low to start.
We're working through audio issues as always. In general. Annika's in the chat. Hello. Saying Anna, Anthony, hello. Thank you so much for being here. Annika is amazing. Just all the things Annika are amazing. Also check her out. And you were also recently an Adobe Live Artist guest. Amazing. Amazing. I love that so much. Also, Kendall says Anthony is trying to be an ASMR artist. ASMR artist. Ibrahim says the audio seems okay too on my end. And Gustavo, hello, welcome, says it's okay. The sound is great. Oh, that's really nice. I like it when it's great. You guys, you need to compliment our sound more. It's feeling a little left
You don't
out.
have to lie to us though.
No, we depend on your honesty, honestly. Wow, stacking honesty. But yeah, it's all about having good audio. I want to say it's all about giving you guys a good experience. If you're like, oh, I can only hear one of them and I have to like turn it down for one and turn it up for another, I know how annoying that is. So I don't want that to be your reality. I want to make it better for you. So thank you for giving us feedback. Nicholas says these captions are a great idea. Oh, I'm so glad you enjoy them. Yeah, they are not always accurate. We call our captions Captain Crunch because they crunch up the words and make them all weird. When Anthony was sneezing earlier, it said Genesis. So there you go. Something about that. I'm going to drink water.
Beginning of all sneezes. Annika asks, Anna, did you get a haircut?
I did trim my own hair. I cut my bangs a little bit, so you might be seeing that. But it's up in a bun. I just do like the most basic of trimming. I really, really want to go get my hair professionally done because I have aspirations of coloring it, and I think that would be very exciting. But yeah, I have to find a hairstylist that I like who is also COVID safety up the wazoo, and also find the money for it because it's pretty expensive when you get in cut and color, especially what I want. I want like a balayage / ombre, whatever you call it, and that fancy. So we'll have to see. But right now, just going basic natural with really amateur cutting. I hope you like it. Also, I showered like 20 minutes ago, so it's still pretty wet, but whatever. You don't care, right?
Whatever. Alessandra asks how your weekend was.
My weekend was, what did we do? Oh, this was my mom's birthday weekend. That was lovely. Yeah, we got together for mini golf and then went back to my parents' house to get cheesecake that my dad made. Oh my gosh. They also fed us dinner, which I was not expecting. But yeah, it was amazing. You know, I always love getting together with my family as safe as possible and all that. Anthony was there too, thank goodness. It was great. And that cheesecake was just mind-blowing. Dad has really outdone himself. Oh, I have to show you guys. My dad is straight up the Great British Bake Off. He watches an episode and then he makes what he wants from that episode. So this morning, guess what he's making today, Anthony? Can you
Is
guess?
it morning flavored? I don't know. Is it like a breakfast
Morning
thing?
flavored. Sure, yes.
If he's making it in the morning, is it a breakfast treat?
It's pâte à choux, which is, oh golly, choux pastry, which is like cream
A
puffs.
morning food.
No, I just said morning because he gets up and he bakes immediately. You know
No,
what I
that's
mean?
pâte à choux is stereotypically eaten in the before noon times.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't know when it's supposed to be eaten, but I'm going to eat all of it. Anyways, these
before
are
noon.
beautifully puffed. What did you say?
Before noon.
Oh, before noon. Before noon. Okay, I will engulf them. If it's like 8:50 or 11:59, I'll be like.
It's time. 1%.
He says that his piping tips are too big for it to get the. It's going to be creme patissiere that goes in the middle of these guys because they're hollow, and then he's going to dip them in chocolate ganache. Very fancy, very fancy. I'm very excited. And he said, I might even deliver them to some people I know. And I was like, oh! And then he was like, no, I didn't say you. I was like, you said me by name. You said, Anna, I'm going to deliver this to your door. And I was like, ready. So, yeah.
Has he ever been over to your apartment?
Yeah, when we first moved here, he came over like twice, I think. But yeah, not a lot of family members have been to my place. It's very tiny, so it's not like a huge hangout spot. And yet we had 11 people here for a watch party for Stranger Things way back when. It's crazy. We've been here for over 5 years now, so it's been a while. Anthony, what do you think? I was making all these bloopy little characters to be like our little characters. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I feel like in general, I would love to have, like a mascot. A little mascot for our bloops thing. So that's kind of the idea here. I'm just going to be drawing some goofy little knobs. Sound good?
Mm-hmm. Do you have any idea what they're going to be doing? It looks like one's holding a sheet of money.
Yeah, I was thinking our first episode theme, our subject, there we go, is all about freelance and our experiences, tips and tricks, and what to kind of expect out of freelance and maybe prepare yourself for it. So I was thinking of literally the idea of making money. I was like, oh yeah, what if there was, the artwork is money? Or I was also thinking, what if somebody was sitting and, oh, their little feet are hanging off. Ooh, little babushka. And they were knitting a little dollar bill. You know what I mean?
Oh, as a freelancer, I know exactly what you mean.
Because you're very experienced with knitting dollars.
Mm-hmm.
But just
sometimes
the idea
that's the only way you could make money is when you make it yourself.
Exactly. Physically. But that was just one of the concepts I was thinking of. But again, I didn't get super far into it, so let's ideate. Let's talk about what freelance could look like visually. Also, something to keep really in mind for this is the idea of future episode artwork. Now, obviously, we don't have to have everything completely figured out. We can change anything at any time, and it doesn't have to be like it was consistent from the very beginning or anything like that. But it does kind of put us on a path of developing it if we go in a certain direction. So what I want to do is kind of figure out what the overall look is that we want to go for at this moment in time. You know what I mean? So you were talking about making it like really sketchy and then just putting like basic flat color behind it, that kind of thing. And
just for expediency.
Absolutely. Yeah, we don't want it to be like I worked for 15,000 hours on this one illustration and it's painstakingly rendered or anything like that. We want it to be like something reasonable where I do it twice a month and we get a nice concise little artwork out of it. Also, the idea is that it will be like the 16:9 ratio that we have for this canvas is the ratio for the what do you call it? Opening.
Video?
Video. Yeah. Good job. Video things. Because if you don't know, the podcast is a video podcast, so it has our faces talking to you. I even have like little things that come up on the screen, and other special things that you will see in the first episode. Ooh, but
It's gonna make Ryan jealous with all our motion design.
Ooh. We're gonna hire Ryan one of these days to like make it way better.
We need to.
But Ryan and Kendall are gonna just have all their fingers in this and be like, it's professional now. You're welcome. But yeah, the idea is that it is a visual podcast. So really we're putting out like 2 videos per month, but you could also listen to it. So it's up to you. Basically how it works is right now we have a teaser that's open to anyone to watch. So if you want to just see that, it's on my Behance page. Then there's also a trailer behind the paywall. So even if you signed up right now, we don't have any episodes out yet, but we do have a trailer that you can watch to kind of get the vibe. And then this week we're putting up the first episode. Again, 2 hours long. And then what's going to happen is every time we post it, it's going to be a Behance project, and it will have the video on top and then the show notes below. So that's what you can expect. Twice a month, $3, not bad. Oh, and also access to our private Discord server, which is already popping off. Thank you everybody who's been involved in that, because I feel like I don't know what to expect when people are on Discord, and it was like first day people were already like blah 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 blah. I mean, Ryan, obviously, when he was the only one in there, he was just like, let me talk. In the most lovely way possible. I love you, Ryan. So the idea, going back to the composition, is that it's going to be this long ratio. However, I want it to be able to be cut down to square format for socials and things like that. And I mean, if we have really high aspirations, if we ever were to post this somewhere that's like a podcast platform, they always do square format with their like graphics or whatever. I don't know why. So that's the idea, is that we're kind of creating an illustration for this spot. Now, our current graphics are like this. This is kind of the branding that we have so far, is that it's a dark screen with like these bright colors of stripes right now. And this is our little title. It's like, oops, all bloops. And so what I wanted to do was kind of use that as a guide for what we could possibly do in ways of color, in ways of value. So I was thinking of maybe, possibly, oh my gosh, what is I even doing? Oh, it's off. There we go. Boop. Is just like using these colors and varieties of these colors. Obviously, we don't need to tie ourselves into just one thing. But using these as like a jumping off point to make our graphics. I think they're very fun and funky. So we can make really poppy things, because again, this is kind of like a YouTube thumbnail kind of idea where you're like, grab the attention, tell the story immediately, that kind of thing. So the goal is to have something really high contrast, colorful, grab the eye, make it known. Know what I mean?
Hey, they're pretty much primary colors too.
Pretty much. How exciting. So can you imagine this little dino guy, but like those colors? I mean, come on. That's fun.
Oh, yeah. That's fun. Now that's
fun. But yeah, this is just all my thinking. Anthony, how do you feel about all this?
Oh, it's good. I like that we have a dark mode type of title screen. We'll lean into that.
Absolutely. I like dark mode as well. I always think that that's just like pleasant to the eyes. But if anybody has any feelings about that, like, I'm also, the other part of it is, when you were talking about what you liked, Anthony, where it was like, oh, maybe we could do like really sketchy and then like colors behind it. So like, we'll take this guy. I was imagining something where it was really kind of like Ernest and Celestine, if you guys know that, like a loose coloring behind the thing.
Kendall's heading out.
Oh, bye,
Has to
Kendall.
run some errands.
Have a great day. Thank you so much for showing up, and I'm so glad that you got home safe. You went through a lot, and we love you, and I hope you're doing well and getting rest. You're amazing.
Jake Green says about dark mode. I have the dark mode wallpaper on my phone. The one
Aw.
with mushrooms that you did recently
Ah,
for
thank
Patreon.
you. Oh, the one that I have still on my desktop. I need a new one. Anthony's not producing them
You
for me
better
every week now.
paint a new one, huh? Who
Okay.
do you know that makes
I
artwork on the
wonder.
regular?
I was thinking of doing a coloring page though. See, I get torn about what printables to make for Patreon. That's a whole nother thing. Ooh, Kendall says she's gonna catch the replay. We'll have to put something secret in there for her. It's weird that this is kind of fleshy colored. I'm not down with that, so I'm gonna change it to like a periwinkle. Ooh. Beep. Sure. Anyways, you get the idea where it's kind of like the line carries it, but then you put like a little bit of color behind it. I actually want that to be lighter. So this is kind of what I was thinking before, but then I looked at our branding and was thinking like, but what if we made it consistent? So these are the things traveling through my brain at like 90 miles per hour. Like, should consistency or cuteness or like what kind of vibe are we going for? So Anthony, you're gonna have like harsh opinions and tell me what to do.
Okay.
So, the other part of it, let's see. This microphone gets in the way all the time. I want to find some kind of solution where I don't have to like look around it every time I'm drawing because it's like in my face. Okay.
We could get clips and put them on our shirts.
Yeah, Lav Mics. I know. I've heard about those, or like I know about them from like productions and stuff, but I've talked to Paco about it, who runs the Adobe Live Productions a lot of times, and he was saying that they aren't always the best because a lot of like you can like get it really annoyingly scratchy if you like zhuzh your clothing against it or your hair or something. Like I would never have my hair down again, and if it like runs over it, it's very bad audio suddenly. Like what? Oh, Nana's Panda has a great idea. Get a boom mic. Could I get a boom operator to stand over me at all times? I love it. Things to think about, okay, when we're upping the production value of every stream. I love it. I love it. Okay, so this is kind of like the concept that I thought of when you were talking about loosely coloring behind a sketch, that kind of thing. Does this kind of match what you were thinking of?
I don't know what I was talking about for the background. I was just saying like flat colors without a lot of light or rendering and quick sketchy lines, just to get the idea across faster and be able to finish it fast.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's do another test with these colors and then our background color. Because if we put it on the black, we could have something like that where it's kind of like whatever background color we decide on behind it, that can live in its own world, and then it just fades out to the inky blue blackness behind it. So that is one option. And the other, there we go. Let's do our little dino friend, because we used him as an example before. Okay, so 3 colors. Let's make his eye yellow. It's gonna be Mama Papa Baby, breakup of colors. Should he be a blue dino or a pink dino?
Blue.
Blue. Abadi abadai. Sounds great. Also, this is because I looked up at, it was a postcard on my wall. Guess what the postcard was, Anthony?
Dinosaurs?
Just one dinosaur and then some eggs.
Oh, a Giganotosaurus.
Is that what it's called?
I think so.
Anthony does toy photography under the moniker Oh Boy a Toy, and when I was his patron, he would send... Wait, that wasn't a part of your Patreon. You just gave me a postcard. Never mind,
Yep.
I take it all back. Of a wallpaper that was part of his Patreon, which was of Gigantosaurus. Say it again? Help me.
Giganotosaurus? Something like that.
Giganotosaurus. Yes.
Giganotosaurus.
And it's eggs, which he sculpted the actual eggs, which was just like mind-blowing to me.
Is it mind-blowing to you that I have the
Absolutely.
ability to do it?
Absolutely.
You sculpt
Well,
things all the
okay.
time.
I sculpt things, and honestly, those turned out way better than I could probably do. Like, they were just amazing, and I love them. So you did a great job.
Doubtful. Thank you.
I doubt my eggs.
Overpraise. It's too much. I'm drowning in it.
Whatever. That's your gaslighting. Never. Okay, so we've got our little dino buddy with a pink hat and yellow eye, and then we put him on the black background. So that's a problem. All of his like gaps between the lines get lost. So we would maybe have to do, let me just test real quick.
Is it always going to live on a dark background? We could reverse and sketch
That's
in
the
white
idea.
on black.
That's what we're testing right now. It's just like problem solving techniques. So if we want to have the dark lines read on a dark background, we need a light background to kind of be that buffer. And again, these are just tests. So yeah, shout out what you have as an idea, because I totally missed it, Anthony. What were you saying?
Start on a dark background and sketch with a lighter color.
See, that's one thing where no, we can definitely try it, but I don't know if I love the idea of having light lines. We'd have to really like test it. That looks like a paper cutout almost, which is kind of cute.
That is cute. Derek says, nice expressive personality in the characters, and Anonymous says, I love the bear in the back. And Derek goes on to say, it's great, lots of information in those simple lines.
Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah, I mean, doing little rough characters like this is just so much fun, especially when you're thinking, like, make them a shape, and then you just add little dinky legs. They're so fun. I would highly recommend. 10 out of 10. Okay.
Alessandra had said earlier, thanks, Anna, for the goodies you sent me. I showed all of them to my family. And
Oh,
Jake
yes.
said, oh, yes, I love the magnet.
Oh, you got your magnet. Okay, I was wondering. I was going to look up everybody's shipping, because last month for Patreon, I sent out magnets for my $15 tier Chapter 3 buddies. And D. Ross just coming in with, please, hello. Welcome, D. What was I gonna say? Oh, the magnets. I hadn't heard from anybody if they had gotten theirs, and I sent them a while ago, but you never know with the U.S. Postal Service. It's kind of all over the place. So, yeah, it's one of those things that I have the shipping labels, so I could always check on them, and I was gonna, but it's good to hear that they got there. Yay. I hope they got there last month, but let me know, because I don't know. So here's Lightline. Let's do a little experimentation. Feraverto. Name that spell.
The one that turns a bird into a goblet.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Good memory. Good memory, sir.
Or an animal into a goblet, I guess. It doesn't have to be a bird. Annika says, the reverse color idea is cool. It can be used for special episodes. And Adam Glazer in the chat saying, just got here. The sketches look amusing.
Amusing. Hello, Adam Glazer. How are you? You having a good day?
And Anonymous agrees that the Postal Services are really weird nowadays.
There's a lot of changes that have happened in the last 4 years. And yeah, it's unfortunate, but also without, I mean, we get into voting and all that stuff. There are ways to make changes, but like, there's nothing to do but send things incredibly early if you can. And with Patreon, I'm never going to be that person who's like, August 1st, I'm sending them out. You know what I mean? But I try to be, hey, first half of August, I'll send them out kind of person. I try to be. Try is the operative word.
I think you're really good at that.
Say again?
I think you're really good at that.
You're so sweet. Too sweet. What did you call it? Like, over extending?
Yeah, what did I call it? Yeah, well, your own words, but correct. Overpraising. I'm drowning in your overpraising.
You're drowning me. I'm drowning.
The little purple guy reminds me of a kid's book I read, but I can't really remember. I don't know if this sounds familiar to you, but it's a very circular character wearing a little hat, and then he talks to other shapely creatures.
Does he? I do not know of this.
Me either. I don't know what to Google to try to find it. Interesting.
It's really hard because I remember a children's book with a kid that rides in a box with his dog, and they go on like adventures through the jungle because they're imagining that the box is an airplane, and so they're like going through stuff.
A lot more information to work off than I got.
I know, and I still can't find it. I'm like, I gotta call my mom and be like, "What's that one book with the thing?" And she'd be like, "Oh, Max's Adventure." I'm like, "Oh,
that's what it is."
Ryan says, "Was it Kirby?" Yes.
Yeah, that classic
character
from a kid's book, Kirby.
He literally like has a Kirby like amiibo next to him right now.
It's not an amiibo, but yeah.
Whatever you call it, toy thing.
All toys are amiibo.
To me, though. So out of these three, I'm feeling certain ways. I want to know what the chat thinks. I'm gonna create a pseudo poll. So, we're going to say this is number 1. This is number 2. And this is number 3. So tell me what technique. Now, this isn't character, this isn't colors or anything like that. It's just technique of what looks best on this background. And I suppose the most important thing is how the lines and how the background are dealt with, because in number 1 we've got like a fade out of the background and whatever colors we want. Number 2 is kind of like a cutout paper kind of look with our on brand colors, and then number 3 is light lines with the on brand colors. So consider that. And let me know in the chat. Just vote 1, 2, or 3. Anonymous Panda says, I was supposed to receive a package almost 2 weeks ago. I'm probably, hopefully, receiving them this week. Oh my gosh. Dang. That's crazy.
Everyone loves 2 the most.
So far. Give it a minute.
That's 3 whole people. 1, 2, 3.
Repeat it.
2.
Repeat what? 1 is background fade out with character whatever colors, like a whole sketch with colors behind it. Number 2 is like a paper cutout. Number 3 is light lines with the colors behind. Does that make sense? I hope. See, Anthony Jackson coming in with a 3, and Derek Furman's coming in with a 1. So those
yeah, well, they're too little, too late, huh? We already voted 2. Moving forward.
I think that Anthony's a little biased. Anthony, you can also vote.
Oh, 2.
Okay. Jake says, yeah, 2. Tanea Brown says, yes, thanks for repeating it. No problem. Always ask for things. Yeah, I will give it to you if you ask nicely. Okay.
But like Anna said before, this isn't really set in stone. If Anna wants to illustrate something like this in the future, she's going to do 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6. So don't worry, this is just for this stream.
If we're doing number 2, that puts a huge emphasis on silhouette, which I'm down for, because again, if we're trying to grab eyes, then having a clear silhouette is always a good idea anyway. So going from there, now we can get into the characters and consider what kind of, like, do we want a mascot or do we want different ones every time or anything like that? Taneha says, yay, 2. I love it. Ibrahim says, I like 3. Anthony Jackson says, geez, Mr. Sims, just voting here. Wow.
Aren't we all?
Anthony on Anthony is just like getting spicy. Derek says 2 is the most usable on the dark blue background. Excellent. Oh, I zhuzhed the page instead of zhuzhing my canvas. Okay, there we go. All right. Thank you so much for voting. It's always super helpful for you guys to be in on the decision making. Okay. Now we're thinking about freelancing. and the character. Let me know what you think, because this is a lot of brain power that is like on me right now. So if you can relieve some of the weight, it would help a lot.
I'll read the chat, so you just focus on the art then, huh? That's my contribution.
Done. Well, also, you're a part of this podcast. You're my production partner. Like,
yeah, but you're the art drawer, so
yeah,
this
but the
is all
idea,
you,
man.
baby.
Give me the ideas so I can
draw something good.
Draw me something good.
Say some of the keywords from the episode. Freelance experiences, and then what were some of the things that we talked about? That would be easy to express in a visual way.
Making that money. That's what I was thinking before. So like drawing money and then knitting cash. But also it's not just about money. It's about the experiences you have with like clients and how to protect yourself. Contracts was one of the things we talked about a lot.
So could you have the dinosaur at a desk with a variety of different things that they're making?
Yes.
Or
but would that read as freelance or just them making things?
Depends on how visible the things are in your drawing.
Okay, well, what are they making that makes it freelance? That's the question.
Invoices, terms and conditions contracts, reading up on like the latest.
What if we gave them a big mustache?
Business expenses. Okay, yeah, I could see how I said those three things and you distilled it down into what if we give them a mustache. Now that reads perfectly. I think you nailed it. Done.
Dunzo. I mean, this is how.
But I don't know if it's gonna read on the dark background. You might have to put little white wispies around it. How about whiskers instead of a mustache? For the black background, you know?
I'm into it. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Nope, I totally lost it. Wow, my brain. Sorry.
Was it some sort of like body hair?
Some
like
sort
chest
of
curlies?
Oh, it was kind of kind of related to that. I was thinking, what if we had, I mean, if we have somebody sitting at a desk and they're just like doing what, oh my gosh, if he's sitting on the ground like a little cutie. Anyways, like a kid being like, la la la, freelance. Anyways, so I was thinking if he was writing with a big old quill and we could see like the contract being all like the one from The Little Mermaid where it's like she's signing her name and it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just spat all over the Cintiq.
So it's gonna be, oh, well, you've got like a little, you could, well.
You could, but yes.
Are you gonna do the gold signature glowing?
Obviously, and her being like wincing, like, oh no. Yeah. And then he'll have legs.
Perfect way to illustrate freelance. You sign things that you don't want to.
It's a compromise. I don't like it. Anyways, are there any ideas or concepts in the chat coming up?
No.
Oh, great. Okay. Then I want to hear from you guys what some of your freelance experiences are/were, because I am curious. We talked for 2 hours about us, so I'm sure there are things that you guys can talk about.
All about us. We also did a tattoo cover. Ibrahim says, really wish I could join the subscription. The podcast sounds interesting and fun, but that's not possible for me at the moment. Hopefully next month. And Derek says, this is the second live stream on Behance. I just noted the system today. Both streams have been fantastic, just randomly chosen. You guys are great.
Oh,
you're great, Derek.
You're great, Derek. You win.
Be great again on Wednesday, 4 p.m. PST to 6 p.m. PST. We'll see you there.
Yes. Good plug. His face is gonna see. This is the challenge of like clear silhouetting. It's a lot, especially when there's a giant headed character. What does his head even look like? I've forgotten what dinosaurs are because I haven't seen them in the last 6 seconds. But
Jake Green has a thing to say. I like the
Please.
idea of a bunch of different little bloops of all kinds.
oh,
I do
tons
like that
of
idea.
bloops. Oh, I love the idea of like, yeah.
Do you remember
Having a
the
bunch of-
Wii game Elobites? I think that was called.
Elobits?
Elobits? Is that what it was called?
That sounds
the little
familiar.
electricity creatures.
Sounds familiar.
They're very bloopy and
Let me look
shapy.
it up. Elobits.
Electrobits?
Boit.
Elobits.
Wow. Eloboot.
I don't remember what they're called.
I can type. That's not the name of it, apparently. It was a
Anonymous says
Switch game?
it was a Wii game.
game.
Anonymous says if a mustache shows they are a freelancer, then we need to see Anna with a mustache. That's very true.
Oh wait, can I do it with my new short bangs? They're actually too short now.
Freelancer, not French.
No, that has to happen with it. It's what comes with it. Comes with the territory, friend. Electric blobs?
Elebits. Elebits. Elebits.
Belly bits?
Elebits.
Ah, nailed it. First try.
They were very cute creature designs.
I feel like I should remember this because the name is so familiar, but I don't.
They had a DS game? I didn't know that.
Well, get it. You have a DS.
I don't know if you could buy that anymore.
Yeah, you can. Look at their little bodies. Oh.
Yeah, they're very cute.
They are cute. Oh, there's another one that has really cute character design. What is it called? What is it called? What is it called?
More context, please.
It's a more recent game. It is
On Switch.
there are little creatures. You go to a place and you're a human, but there are little creatures and they have
Oh, that
really cute designs.
Slime Farmer. Is that right?
No.
Slime Rancher? I think it's
That's
Slime
not it.
Rancher.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Why can't I remember any of the defining features of it? I almost bought it. I was very excited.
Maybe it's
by
not
the
Slime
idea.
Rancher then, because I don't think that's out yet.
Slime Rancher, Rin says. Hey, Muhammad's in the chat. What's up, Muhammad? How are you? Oh, man. Okay, so, let's...
Ooblets.
How did you...
Ooblets.
How?
That's Jake Green.
Jake is the other half of my brain, like, literally. How do you... I did not give you information enough to get that. I don't know how you got there, but yes, thank you. Ooblets. Ooblets. Is so flippin' cute. Okay, I need to look those up, because those are very akin to, the kind of idea that I got from you saying, like, oh, yeah, the, little bloopy characters. Like, look at these guys. They're so cute.
Yeah, they are very cute.
I was very, very close to getting this game, and I haven't yet. If anybody's played it and loves it, please tell me. Like, look at all
Jake
these
Green
little
says, I love
characters.
Ooblets.
Oh my gosh. Well, then, obviously.
It's still early access, I think. Jake
Really?
Green goes on to say.
Wow.
Anonymous said, Anna was kind of the person who interested me into Behance because my Creative Cloud thingy was like, go watch this stream, and then I'm addicted.
Oh, that's so great. I'm so glad. Yeah, there's so much on Behance to take advantage of. There are just, like, a million things that, I mean, subscriptions is a new thing that's behind a paywall, but honestly, there's so much for free to get that, like, yeah, you should hang out here and just watch all the streams. Some of them are more educational, some of them are more hangouty, and whatever you want. If you find, it's just like, you know, going on any video platform, you find the creators that you like, and they put out new stuff all the time because streaming is so regular. Like, editing video takes time and effort. Streaming just takes you sitting at a computer. It's the best. I love it. Anyways, go get Ooblets. I'm going to. It's so freaking cute. Is it on the Switch yet, or is this just PC? I don't know.
It's in early access, whatever that means.
It has many early axes.
Bryn says, I don't have Epic or an Xbox, so I have not played it, but I've had it wish-listed on Steam since before they signed with Epic.
Oh, was that the thing?
Xbox and
that,
PC, I think, like Rin said. So those are the places you could check it out. So PC for you. I suppose Xbox, because you've got the Xbox.
Yeah, but I want it on PC more, I think.
Why is that?
I don't want to bust out the Xbox if I can just play it at my computer. It's just more accessible. You know what I mean?
No.
Okay, well, don't worry about it.
I'm not. That's why I stopped asking.
Cool. His head is so big it gets in the way. And he's got these really short arms, which I love, but also, like...
Yeah, this is... Proportions don't matter.
Proportions don't matter. Just like...
Not here.
The points.
Not in Oops All Bloops.
Ooblets all... don't finish that one. I mean... The thing is, we need a really clear silhouette, right? We talked about that. Clear silhouette. But we could also... I mean, it doesn't have to be so that... I'm trying to make it so that the big quill doesn't overlap with the silhouette of our character, but it might just have to happen.
Rin says they signed an exclusivity contract with Epic, which prevents them from publishing to Steam for an unknown amount of time, but they have said they'll bring it someday.
Someday. Well, I have an Epic Store account anyway because I think they were giving away Among Us for free, and so we got that, and so got the Epic account.
Epic.
Beep 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 beep. His little like paws, just like I gotta hold the paper down, and then the other one's like I sign. This is how serious professionals talk. There, I'll just make the quill smaller. I know we're all disappointed, but it's fine. And then...
Is there some sort of irony in the fact that the dinosaur is holding a feather, but has none himself?
Do you want me to add feathers to him? That would be very different.
Maybe just insinuate some.
Insinuate some? I don't know if that's the proper terminology for that.
Maybe not. But you know what I mean. There you go. Insinuated.
I love him with wings, honestly. Because you're free when you're doing freelance. You get it? You get it? Free like flying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all coming together. Most important thing is people see this and want to click on it. So that's all we care about, really. And then should we think about the layout of how this could be used? Like, should we fit the title in there? Should we fit the title of the podcast itself? Ooh, should we have like a... Oh my goodness. Does he look manic?
No. Alessandro said, I went to the Museum of Fine Arts yesterday. It was awesome. I spent 4 hours there.
Oh my gosh, that's so fantastic. Wait, what
in dark
museum
hours.
is this? The Museum of Fine
Museum
Arts.
of Fine Arts.
Where is that?
Is this Massachusetts?
Ooh.
Dark Hours asked, is this Moomin? Oh, wait, no, it's a dragon.
Oh man, dragon or dinosaurs with wings is just dragons. It's true. Yeah, I gave him a little hat. I don't know. What do you guys think? I also had before. Let's just copy this and duplicado. There were several little design motifs that I was given some of our friends, our little bloopy designs, and one of them was having like a little hood that went pointy at the top. So that could also be one. Or we could just straight up give him like a little dunce cap. That'd be cute too. I love them all. I might just do several iterations, like variations on this character, and then y'all will have to decide, because it's your problem now.
Anonymous asks, what if you give him the mushroom hat?
The mushroom hat, the same one we gave our little character the other day, which we will be getting back to that character for sure. But I want to get this podcast stuff done so that we can post the pod.
Alessandra says it's in Boston.
Ooh, Boston. I want to go to there. Show me that fine art. Oh, did you have a favorite piece that you found? That you like just had to stare at for 10 minutes? Like in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, you're just like, Syrah. Oh my gosh. Okay, Syrah. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Is that what it is? Que sera. Yeah? Mushroom hat? You dig it?
Mushroom hat.
Mushroom.
I want it more rounded and less pointy.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let me fix that real
Nicholas
quick.
says the Discord link in the description isn't working for me.
No. It's the same as always, right?
I think so.
Alessandra says the whole Egyptian section. That sounds amazing.
Anonymous posted another link in the chat, and it looks like it takes you to the same Discord server, so maybe try that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the issue would be there. It's always been the same link, so it should work. Try refreshing, maybe? I'm not good at technology. Oh, no.
Rin says, a thought bubble that represents the requests. And Rin goes on to say,
Thought
mushroom hats everywhere. Yes.
Money. That's what I'm going to put in here as a placeholder.
Did you ask what section of the museum was Alessandra's favorite?
Yeah, and it was Egyptian.
Egyptian, yeah.
So cool.
And Alessandra went on to say, I have ancestors in ethnicity is Egyptian.
Oh, fantastic. So could you trace it back to like a specific place or time? What if you could find their artwork? How cool would that be?
Anthony Jackson says, mushroom hats are always a super duper mega plus. And Ryan says, my Discord links have been so annoying lately. Nicholas says, the one Anonymous sent works. And Ryan went on to say, also, it costs so much to get a vanity URL for Discord. And Nicholas says, the link in the description, I think, is broken. And Rin says, ooh, the earlier message was skipped. Oh, but that works too. Ryan says, like, even if I wanted to boost my own server, it's $979.72 a year.
What? Are you kidding me?
That's a lot.
$1,000? They're like, yeah, good luck. Jeez. I'm sorry, Discord. I love you, but no. No, sweetie. Ryan, just work with them. Like, get on their good side and then do a stream for them or something where you're like, Discord, blah, blah, blah. And then they'll be like, free vanity
we'll drop
server.
our prices for everyone.
Everyone! And then their gold just flows out of them.
Ryan says, yeah, vanity URLs are level 3 or 30 boosts. Whatever those words mean.
Sure. Surezies, bud. No idea.
I think I noticed something about levels when I was trying to make a thread response the other day. But then I just decided to hit reply, and I don't care about threads on Discord, I think, because they go away after a while. And that seems dumb to me.
I get the concept of, like, organizing conversations within conversations, kind of like we've talked about the chat. If we could have, like, a chat for us and the chat for them, because plenty of people in the chat. Obviously, you guys talk to each other, which we love. But then when Anthony's reading through the comments, and especially if I'm alone reading through them, I don't know what's to other people and what's to me. And so sometimes it can get a little confusing. And so I feel like that's kind of what Discord's doing. But it's not as immediate as, like, reading the chat, so...
Well, I don't know. It's kind of opposite of that, because threads would be a direct response nested under whatever the person before you posted, and you would be replying directly to it right under that post. Whereas now it's reply, and however further down, and then it has the little quote of what you're replying with your response, instead of nested underneath their actual message. So, if anything, they created something that would make it a lot easier to track a conversation and then make those conversations disappear after a certain amount of time, which seems silly for posterity. Of like, if you wanted to go back and see what you had responded, it's gone now. Why would it disappear? It makes no sense to me. It's like Snapchat for a message thread. I don't know. It's weird.
It is weird.
Who uses those, and why do you use them? I suppose if anyone in the chat has. Jake Green says, I like where this has gone while I was gone. And Wayne in the chat saying, how about an artist palette for a hat with all the colors on it? That's pretty cute.
Oh, that is kind of cute. Let's try it.
Very fashion.
Fashion! What if they're signing a paint palette with a paintbrush and they're like, it's the contract. I've signed it with myself. I'm going freelance. You can't stop me, mother.
It's the contract. It's binding. I have to be freelance now.
Exactly. Does this look like a palette?
Not yet. You gotta put the colors on.
These are colors. You get it? You get it?
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah, it kind of reads as both. It's like a mushroom cap with multiple colors.
Sure. Like, if we gave it gills, it would be a mushroom. Mushroom. But it loses the palette, dumb. And this one's like the hole where you put your thumb. Which apparently, I've been learning a lot about Bob Ross lately, apparently. Don't know why the videos just come up like they do. But, so we watched one on Bob Ross, and it was about his history, basically. And apparently he lost part of his finger when he was in the, I believe it was Army.
Hole in the palette?
No, it was the Army.
Oh.
And then...
Oh, it's Monkey Paws time, by the way, after your story.
Monkey! Pa, pa, pa. But then, so his missing finger part was something that he wanted to hide on television, so he always used that hand to hold the palette. How crazy. Anyways, there's a lot of stuff that went on with, like, apparently... Well, there was just a post from Lightbox, which is not the expo. It's a Twitter account that talks a lot about pricing in animation, publishing, editorial industries, comics too. There's like a lot of information. I should actually link to them because I think they're a really good resource. They do, I think it's semi-annual polls of different industries to say how much do you make doing X, Y, or Z. And then you can have an idea of like what is the price range basically. And they also had this post today about work for hire, which was very enlightening. So I'm going to post this once I find it. It is lightbox_info on Twitter. Copy. I'm putting in the Behance chat. And also, I'll put it in the description. So if you're watching this in replay land, hi Kendall, what's up? How are you? Anthony, say a special message to Kendall.
Hi Kendall, I'm glad you got home safe and you're out doing errands. And that's a row for me.
Absolutely. Then you replay landers can also look in the description and find this link. It's right at the bottom.
Pet all the replay land cats for me.
Please do, and doggos, and also lizards, and any other pets you might have, possibly birdos.
Fish.
Sure. Toss a treat to your pet. Oh, people, oh, plenty. Okay, so, now that rant is over, monkey, paw, paw, paw. Remember to save your work. Also drink water. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
I have my hands ready.
Hands ready. Arm spaghetti. So, Monkey Paws is a hand stretch. If you don't know, this is going to be your first time. Welcome. This is something that we basically tell you about, and then you follow along with it. So, first step, we just put our arms straight out in front of ourselves, fingers to the sky, palms away, and then we curl our fingers into what we call a monkey paw. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah.
Ooh, ah.
Or we call
Good
it a cat
job.
paw, and we go meow, 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 meow. What were the other ones? Can't remember. Dinosaur paw. Rah, 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 rah.
Is there a cow one?
Cow paw. Moo.
Cow
Moo
paw,
moo ah
that's
ah. Paw paw? What? I don't know. Anyways, second pose, we put our fingers to the ground, palms towards ourselves, and then curl our fingers in. Ooh ooh ah ah.
Ooh, ah.
Great job. Third pose, we flip our palms out, fingers down, and curl our fingers in. Ooh ooh ah ah.
Ooh, ah.
Great job. And then the fourth and final pose, crack your wrists, apparently.
And your elbows.
Oh, knees
Call
and
me
toes,
out.
knees and toes. And then you put your fingers to the sky, palms towards yourself, and then curl your fingers in. Ooh, ah, ah.
Ooh, ah, ah.
Boop, 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 boop. And then you repeat these poses, holding for about a second each. We do it around 10 times and give ourselves a nice little stretch in our wrists and our tendons. If you feel any pain whatsoever, just stop immediately and ice your arm and rest. There are tons and tons and tons of different stretches for artists or just people who use their hands a lot, which is basically everyone, to prevent issues later down the line. So Google different stretches, and especially if these don't work for you, just find the ones that do and make it a habit, because it's gonna be better for you. Jake says, Mom spaghetti, arms are ready, knees are sweaty. Knees are sweaty. Have you ever sweat on like your kneecap? I don't know if it even has the sweat pores. Behind the knee, definitely, but behind the knee, definitely. Weedle-dee. I was trying to make a poem. Didn't really go that well. I'm gonna be an author someday. It's gonna be all
poets
about
authors?
They can be, yeah. I don't think it's like a mutually exclusive thing. Whew, I am feeling it today. This is like a workout. When you are done, like Anthony is, gently shake out your hands to loosen them back up. And then we do some shoulder rolls to loosen up our shoulders, and then some neck stretches where we try to get our ears as high as possible on each side. Relax the neck, and then looking from side to side as far as is comfortable. Get a nice different view. My plants are doing pretty well, I'd say. Just to let you know.
Thank you.
And then I'm gonna wiggle my legs a little bit. Maybe even I might stand up. Get water. Drink some water.
We're standing. Nicholas says, cautionary tale. I injured the nerves in my arms and had to stop professionally drawing for 3 years. Do your stretches.
Nicholas, I am so sorry. And, like, how are you now? Are you okay? I'm so sorry that happened.
Better than ever.
Yeah, that's a rough one. I unfortunately have heard many a story like that. There are many artists who have had issues with injury, and that all comes from pushing yourself past a point and not doing the preventative care. So yeah, take heed, ye. If you want to prevent and not experience it yourself, this is the way. Okay, so let's get back to drawing, friends. All right, so we've got our friendo here, and I was thinking of this placement for like the title and stuff. What do you think, Anthony?
Can we see the crop guides? Is that in the square? Yeah.
There aren't any particular crop guides, but I can always like size it down.
You said 16 by 9 and square, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm saying I don't have like the ruler tool doing it yet.
I thought I saw that earlier.
I just drew it in a little thing.
Yeah, I like it. It looks good.
I'm not a very technical person, you know? When it comes
familiar.
to doing technical things, I'm like, nah. So this is 9 high. So if we started at 3.5, then 3.5 plus 9 is 12.5, right? So that would be around square.
You just draw a
Around
marquee
square. You
out.
get it.
Rin says, oh, sorry, I should have worded a little better. The Lightbox Info Twitter posted a thread summarizing some negative points of taking work for hire jobs.
Yeah, that was a really good synopsis. Yeah, it had a little thing about some examples of how work for hire has been a bad thing for creatives, and some of the examples were like Bob Ross and the creator of the Addams Family, I believe, was one of them.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting and also very worthwhile reading. So check out that thread.
How long was the thread to read through?
I read it this morning. I'd say like 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. Not too bad. Nicholas says, I am better, but it will never be the same. Children's book illustrator for 7 years. Won't be able to be back the way I was. I really appreciate you taking the time to stretch.
Absolutely. Yeah, I appreciate you sharing your experience. That must be really hard. I feel like that's something that's the stuff of nightmares for a lot of people, and I hope that, like, you got through it okay, because that just sounds bad. I'm so sorry you had to do that. Whoops. You're
Derek
right.
is asking, what was the thread again? Is there something specific on the Lightbox that
Here
Twitter they should look for?
You're smart, Anthony, by the way. Marquee is better than ruler. Let's see here. So I'm on the Lightbox page, and it's this one right here. It says, the trouble with work for hire. Boom, boom, boom. So, yeah, there's tons of just information about work for hire, what it is, and a really brief synopsis from what I understand is just they own all the rights to... the whoever is hiring you for work for hire owns all of the intellectual property and rights to it forever and ever and ever, and you never get to sell work with that artwork on it or anything like that. This is such a great dance. Come on. Style, fashion, look it up. So yeah, the Addams Family. Charles Addams famously created the Addams Family as a New Yorker comic strip in the 30s. He was never a New Yorker staffer, and work for hire as we know it today didn't exist in the 30s. As a result, in the mid-60s, when the cartoon was adapted for television, Charles made good money, even if he wasn't totally on board with the adaptation of his work. This is of note because the New Yorker in 2021 is a publication where whether you get work for hire or not depends on who you're talking to. Whether you get to keep your cash cow to one day sell to network executives seems entirely up to chance. And this is some of their gathered data from people who have worked for the New Yorker in 2021. And so, yeah, that's the idea is he sold his rights to the comics, and then when it was adapted to everything since then, that's like his intellectual property was sold. It's unfortunate.
Dang.
Yeah. So anyways, yeah, thanks for asking further questions. If you guys are interested or confused about any of that or anything like that, then let us know. And yeah, it's all about, I mean, that's a lot of what freelance and talking about it is like understanding the difference between things like work for hire and licensing, which Anthony and I both agree we could probably know more about, because that's a never-ending journey. It's a constant to keep
Were there any
learning.
takeaways from that thread that you could implement into...
Try not to do work for hire. They were like, we understand that there are going to be circumstances in which it is like you got to take it, or like it's a good option. What they say at the very beginning is their recommended markup if somebody is asking you to do work for hire is 800%, because they want to own it forever and you will never own it again. That to them is worth 800% more than any other job. And they were like, we understand that clients will probably scoff at that number, and that but you have to understand the worth of what you're creating for people. Art is advertising. Art is getting things like to other people's eyeballs. If they could just, like, if a book could just be a text file, then that's what people would make, and artists would not like be hired. But the fact is that what brings people to books is a lot of times the visuals. So it's just one of those things that, like, you have to know what your worth is, even if you're not taking it for every single project. And that's where it's a really good conversation to have about work for hire and what that means. Also, just knowing that you can ask. If somebody says, hey, this is a work for hire project, just ask, like, well, I sell prints of my work and I would like for it to not be work for hire. Could I have the rights to do that? And maybe they say yes. Maybe they say no. Who knows? You don't know until you ask. Annika's heading out, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
See ya. Have a great day. Thanks for hopping
Bye,
in, Annika.
Annika.
It's great to see you. Okay. So we have our square now, thanks to Antoine. So what do you think? Should the title and the title of the podcast and the title of the episode have equal sizing, or should one of them be bigger, smaller? What do you think?
Oops All Bloops bigger and freelance either equal size or smaller.
Okay.
I would go towards smaller, but I don't know. It's pretty long.
Yeah, and it will probably change with how much how many words are in there. Like, we could just call it freelance, but we called it freelance experiences. So I just wanted to get your opinion on that, like what the hierarchy is for the visuals, because that is important.
I think this works, yeah.
Also,
Chick Green says, that's really good info to share. Thank you, Anna.
always, always, always. And I mean, that was just me sharing the thread, but thank goodness for Lightbox. They are doing really good work, and it's much more than that. If you look through their like all their history and stuff, you will find those threads of breakdowns of different industry pricing and how some industries are egregiously underpaying the workers, where it's like, okay, so how much money did you make because you sold a bunch of papers because of this editorial illustration, like bringing in a ton of people because it's beautiful and you have this reputation of having beautiful artwork in your newspaper, and yet they pay them nothing, a pittance, a tiny little bit. It's just like comic book covers. You would expect, wow, this beautiful grand piece of artwork to be worth $1 million, right? Or the New Yorker is a perfect example. It's this really prestigious publication that it seems like would be very, very prestigious to work at, and yet if you're making like $200 for an illustration, it doesn't make you feel very prestigious. So yeah, it's all in context. I do think that name recognition should come with like more money, and yet somehow seems like a lot of places are like, less money for you because it's prestigious. Oh, now you're gonna look so famous if you illustrate for us. It's bunk.
Derek says, oh yeah, I face that. I'm a bit savage on licensing. It costs me in the moment, but over time it works out. I do offer a pay this and yours for anything price. But wow, 800%.
Yeah. Well, that's to make them understand also, like, this is the worth of it. It's not just the price, it's the worth. And that's what a lot of clients don't understand, you know?
Jake Green is asking, would this go on that dark title card type thing you showed earlier?
Yes. That's the intention. Sorry, I can't write and talk at the same time.
Intention.
I also am thinking of curving this so that we have like straight up here and then curve. And then I will start mocking it up on the darker thing so that you guys can see what I'm thinking about. Also, hey, we can mock it up for realsies by using our little title. Now this is all just like thrown in there. I could get like the high res version of whatever at any time, but just for mock-up purposes. Boom. And I think I'll do that parchment color that we kind of came up with here. That worked pretty well before. We can always change it later. And then I think I'll just lasso tool it, actually. I rarely do the lasso tool, but just for ease of speed, let's do it. Gotta have the sound effects.
You're zooming around.
Zooming, baby.
Jake Green goes on to say, that's why I asked, because you had that cool title already.
Absolutely. Yeah, I love it. That's a title that was very, very much helped by actually one of our links down below. Shauna Lynn has a lettering class that I've linked in the description, and you can get 20% off of it. And I have taken like 90% of the class, and I need to finish the last parts of it, but I also want to give every homework assignment its time, and that takes time. But anyways, Shauna is an amazing teacher, and I learned a ton just from taking even that much of the class about fitting letters together and kind of stylizing them. So this is not at all like super professional, but also way better than I would have done without it. So thank you, Shauna. Everybody should support Shauna. She also has a Patreon. Whoop whoop. So this is kind of what I was thinking. What do you think? Does this feel good? And of course we could also add in our liney buddies if we want to.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty good.
I might actually, here, let's see. For the extended version, I do like the idea of having our liney buddies, but maybe not so close to, like, we could keep the artwork clean and then have these on the outside. Beep, bop, boop. There we go. Just cutting up artwork and putting it different places. You know, something like that, maybe. And then just ignore this mess up here. No, 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 you don't see anything. Shush, 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 shush.
Rin says, yes, the title looks lovely, and Jake Green agrees.
Oh,
yay,
God.
Shauna!
Shauna! Exactly. And then I'm going to do a freelance. And I had this experience as I'm writing it, where I write faster with lowercase letters. I'm curious about you guys because Anthony was writing in all caps, and I was like, I can't do it. It's so much faster when it's lowercase. So I just want to know, what are you faster writing in, lowercase or uppercase? Gonna take this sketch and put it on its own layer, and then we could do a clipping mask and use our 3 favorite colors and do a little mock-up of what this could look like. Now I'm not set on the sketch or the design of this or anything, like I don't think it's finalized, especially the thought bubble overlapping with the table is bugging me, but we can just play around with it and see what happens because there's no reason to stick to one thing. Although I do like the outline of the white being there, because it does feel like a paper cutout, like in our little test that we did.
Anonymous says, I can't tell, I just scribble a wiggly line. And Dark Hour says, my parents have taught me well. I have the occasional doctor's handwriting for sure. And goes on to say, I can't even decipher it. And Jake Green says, I don't think I've compared the speed of them before, but probably lowercase?
All right, everybody, bring out a piece of paper. We're all going to write 3 words as fast as we possibly can, okay?
So yeah, oops, all oops.
Oh my gosh, it could be. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Are we starting in
All right,
Uppercase
we're
or
gonna write
lowercase?
oops all bloops as fast as we can. Don't start until I say so.
An uppercase or lowercase?
We're gonna do uppercase first. Okay. So we're gonna write oops all bloops. That's OOPS is oops, and then hopefully you know all bloops. Okay, so we're gonna do uppercase first, right? And then okay, so we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go. Done.
Was I supposed to yell that out?
Yes.
Oh. I was finished before you by like 2 seconds.
Okay. Gotcha. All right, now we're going to do lowercase, okay? And then you say done. And you start on go, I should have said.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I got that part.
All right, so we're going to do lowercase now. In 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I did no P.
Done.
I didn't have a good showing. I want to do it again.
Now we have to
Now
show...
left-handed.
Okay.
All right, 1 sec. All right.
Is this uppercase or lowercase?
Whichever. 3, 2, 1, go.
No, God. Well, it's kind of a combination.
Yeah, that could be it. Just do whatever works for you. I need more space. Oh no.
I did it. I'm done.
Oh, I did it. I'm done.
Okay.
Do you like
I'll
it?
try to show you.
All right, let's see. Nice to-do pad. Let's see. Oh, don't show us any sensitive information.
Yep. I read it to make sure I wasn't...
Oop, all bloop. Oop, all you put an exclamation point. Oh my goodness.
So I was really done.
Even your left-handed one is just like way better than mine. Amazing. All right, Anthony's just better at writing. That's what we found out. Great job.
Jake Green's coworker said that he writes like a serial killer.
Yikes.
So.
I wonder why that is.
I'm not sure what that means, really, Jake Green goes on to say. And Dark Hours screams, I can decipher it, please and thank you. Very freeform from what I remember at Jake Green. There's a podcast episode on this. I'll post it in the Discord. And Anonymous says, I'm a lowercase person. And Ibrahim says, gotta go. Really enjoyed the stream.
Bye,
and the
Ibrahim.
chats.
Have a great
Bye.
day. Bye.
Dark Hour says, now cursive. Oh, yeah.
Cursive. I mean, mine is...
I don't even know all the letters in cursive, honestly.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like, who's writing Z in cursive? I don't think so. But if you're...
I know how to do that one.
Show off.
Isn't it like...
No, show off.
No, that's wrong.
Go for it. Please do. I don't know how to write that in cursive, and I also connect all my letters when I'm writing really fast. So does that mean it's cursive? Probably not.
Oh, it's something like that.
Something like that? Are you showing us the thing?
I was trying to remember how to write Z, and then I had to Google it because I didn't remember if I was doing it right, but it's close.
Let's see. He's zhuzhing it. I can feel it.
Well, I'm going to show you all of them. I'm going to show you the ones I did first, and then the one that Google said.
Let's see.
Was right.
All right. So you started on the
Google
left?
said that was right, and
okay.
then all of those were like my... I think that's Z.
Yeah, that's
and that's
really
actually
close.
Z.
I mean, that's it. It's just written slightly differently. So, great job. What a knowledgeable
What other ones
fellow.
you got? What other cursive tricks do you have up your sleeve?
Everyone in the chat, if you know a fancy cursive, tell him.
Cheese, capital cheese, huh?
Oh, capital G's are weird. Yeah, it's true. It's so true. Tricky, tricky.
I don't write in cursive all that often.
I mean, who does? Dark hours.
My grandma. All grandmas.
All grandmothers. Well, it definitely was a taught thing. In the US, at least, there was a school system thing that was like, you have to write in cursive or else you're a lower class. Which is just weird and detestable.
Mm-hmm. Zucker says, I'm an uppercase person right now, but I write all over the place. R and S are fun to write in cursive. When I speed write in lowercase, it basically becomes a single line. All right, everyone, we require your handwriting samples in the Discord, please and thank you. And
I feel like this is going to be like the framing of a murder is traced back to this. Like,
yeah,
what?
Jake Green is going to get such a heap of quality content for his serial killings. What?
Just distasteful.
Rin says, I think I write in a weird print cursive hybrid, incorporating loop-de-loops and fancifying my writing, though my normal handwriting can be quite messy. And Dark Hour says, ugh, love a capital G.
Ugh. I like that, just the passion about it.
And Alessandra asks, you serious, Dark Hours? And Dark Hours says, it's me, grandmother. And Rin says, already on it.
I love it.
And Dark Hours goes on to say, I'll have to provide writing samples.
Exactly. Yes, writing samples all over the place so that we can finally mimic you. Mimic you! That's a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Wow. Anonymous asks, what channel do we submit writing samples to?
Joe, you're in charge
work?
of this.
I don't know.
Which one? The writing samples channel. Duh. No.
Oh, yeah. Isn't there a writing channel?
There is a writing channel. Not for this, though. Not for this.
I mean, it can be. It's not being used currently.
Any of the channels can be used for anything, but that doesn't mean it's the proper use of it. So.
Joe's making a designated channel.
Are you serious? Joe.
Apparently.
You're so silly.
This is going to be an ongoing thing. We'll put it in the archives, I'm sure.
Like today.
Faded to decay.
Oh, this is so funny. This is why Joe gets to make channels. It's just for whatever their fancy is that day. Boom. All right, what do you think? Thoughts, feelings? Where's my light freelance? There we go. Thoughts, feelings? Anthony, tell me, yo.
It's looking pretty good, huh?
Is it?
Yes.
Blur your eyes and think about it.
Wow. I need to go to the eye doctor. My eyes are so blurry.
You make me laugh. Saving. Everybody save your work. Remember that. Okay, so I still want to work on the design of the dino, but the idea is like from a distance. If we were to see shapes and characters rendered like this, is it getting across not only the feeling of the podcast, but also like, is it eye-catching enough? Is it something that you would click on? If you're like, ooh, ah.
I guess freelance experience is kind of hard to read at a distance, so maybe make it bold.
Make it bold. Make it beautiful.
Make it bold.
I'm into it. Also, I believe that Joe is saying, how dare you?
Indeed. The color palette hat doesn't really read as a color palette to me.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll keep that one, but again, I'm just saying that, like, this is the idea is gonna, like, the design of the individual graphic will change, but the idea of the design aesthetics is what I would like to keep consistent throughout. So as long as we're set on that, then I could get into the design more, because I don't want to render out a design if we don't like the way it turns out, you know? This is the test. Mm-hmm. So, proof of concept? Yay, nay, maybe?
Maybe. I'm going to go with that option.
Also, should we make this handwritten or should it be typed? Let's do a type just to see what that looks like. Not like that. Anna.
don't like it.
Hey.
Lorem ipsum.
Why you gotta be so green? Don't you know that you're white? Do we like this? And then we just do the warp text. Gonna give it a nice arc.
Whoa.
Not that way, bendy. This way. Bendy. Sure. What? What? Oh, okay, there we go. Whew. Hey, let me move it. Where is our... Let's do a center line instead of these guys. This is when it's really useful to have snap on. Snap on! This is snap, and it makes it so that if you're like nearing the center of a piece, that it will kind of snap itself to that center. So you can easily see what the center of the piece is. And then also when you're moving elements, it will kind of like click into place around the center. There we go. Boom. Okay, so that's typed. Now let's write it and see the difference. And obviously writing will take more time. But if it is much better looking or fits our flow more, you know what I mean? Like the je ne sais quoi of the podcast, then I would be willing to put in the time.
Jarko has said the channel on Discord will also be the place to put all nice letters and typography related works in the future. And Lauren says, looking great. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It loves you. And I'm not gonna like be super fancy with this lettering yet. So again, proof of concept. Not the exact lettering I would do for a final episode art, but just something to keep in mind. Oh, this is the detriment of Snap. Let's show that. Oh no, it's
Snap.
Weird. Look at that. What is it doing? What is it doing?
Snap to snap.
Snap to my loo. Experience. Whoops. With P's, I always want to make it an R, apparently. Apparently. Experience. Oh my gosh. Ends. There we go. Whoop, 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 whoop. We can write words. This is the achievement of the day. Experiences. There are multiple. Should we do like a little zhuzh?
Yeah. I like the 3 zhuzhes. 3?
Wow. So fancy.
Didn't you have that somewhere? I feel like I saw that somewhere.
I did it on Mom's card. Did you want to see that?
That's what it was.
Beep. I might put them closer together. Like that, and then we can center it again. Like that. Much more handmade, clearly. But does that fit the aesthetic more than this?
Yeah, get rid of that. Ugh. Yay.
Oh, you like it better? I thought you were gonna for sure like the text better.
Ugh, gross.
I also misspelled it. Oh, sorry, I like it. Experiences, right? Is that correct? Am I just misspelling all of them? Spell check.
It looks
Spell
right.
check. Okay, good.
Yeah, there's no red squiggly line under it, so it's gotta be right.
Uh-huh. Oh, man. Joe says my genius will not be archived. I love that attitude. It's great. Ooh, what if we colored the lines something other than black? I don't know what else would work. Well, we could do the background color, make it a little bit more cohesive. I guess we could try like a light blue or something. That's pretty neutral. Nah, just do it the background color. So yeah, that you think it's worth writing out the text every time and making it curve correctly?
Yeah.
I have one trick for that, which is basically doing exactly what we did with the text. However, here we go. Here's the text. I would do it in lowercase because I want to write it in lowercase. Unless, do you want me to draw it in uppercase? Do you think that's easier to read?
No, it's just as long as the line thickness is bold, I think it should be easy enough to read.
Okay.
Ooh, typing on a curve.
Yeah, you like that? It's all for you, Anthony. So then you have the line and the kerning all set up if you want to draw over this. Now you can make it all... Ooh, that's not the right color. There we go. Then you can basically follow your heart's desires. I want to make this bigger. But then also zhuzh them closer together. So I'm going to hold shift and then I can squish it. I'm sure people who do font stuff for a living are like, ugh! But this is just how I'm going to deal with it. I guess I want it somewhat on that. No, I don't really. I'll keep the letters upright, but I'll follow the curve of what we have. So then what I mean by kerning, if you don't know, is the spacing between the letters. So you can kind of keep what they're putting down, the essence of the lettering, but then put your own spin on it. And I ended up going below them for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe I messed it up. There we go. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. Alright, now let's compare. Oh no. That to that. There's a cleaner curve.
The cleaner curve one. I like the second one more.
And obviously you can zhuzh it to make it look right if there's something off. And it's not perfect, but it's just the idea of using the text tool to create kind of a...
Template?
Guide. Yeah, guide. Yeah, they're like guidelines, really. So that you can have something that looks semi-professional fairly quickly. All right, now that we've got our proof of concept, we can jump into like the design again. So let me wrangle everything that we have right now into like a little cohesive place because my layers are everywhere. Group done. Okay, so we have a few of these little guys designed out. Kind of want to just like lay them out and get a poll of you guys about what are your favorite aspects and least favorite aspects of the design so far. I love the idea of the color palette hat, but I don't necessarily think it's like important for this particular design, so I think we might keep that idea for something at a later point. And right now all we're trying to do is make a little character that is appealing and goofy. And yeah, I think that's really the main purpose of this. We can of course keep adding more and more aspects to this that make it more freelance related, and like what the thought bubble has in it and what they're signing and all that kind of stuff. So this is not necessarily like the end of it, but I just wanted to jump into the character design right now so that we can get that hammered out and then keep working on the other aspects of it. I also definitely want to give our little dino some like spots or something.
What color? Different ones? Different colored spots?
No, I think same color, different shade. So just a value difference. Favorite hat, Anthony?
Probably like the classic wizard's cap in the middle, but I also like the tie.
We could always
I
put a
like the
tie
one on the
anything.
right as well, like that kind of, what do you even call that? Like tied cap, but I don't love it as much as the one in the middle. And the mushroom one I think is too much.
Too mushroom.
Too mush.
Too much. Okay, let's take that and move forward. Okay, I'm gonna duplicate one of these guys. Doesn't really matter which one. Boom. And I'm gonna play around with his design just for a minute on my own. Boom. Okay. Oh, this is the wrong brush. Haha. There we go. Just thinking of possibly putting some like papers around. Oh, not under the butt. So it looks like they have work that they've created where it's like, oh yeah, this is my studio. Maybe even a stack of them. Oh my gosh, I did some sculpts that I think I showed you guys what I was working on before, but now I baked them and James stacked them and they're the cutest. I'm going to post it on Instagram stories later, so if you want to see that. It's Dad baking the pat of choux. Oh, sorry. He sent a picture. Oh, he filled them with cream. Oh my gosh. Oh, and the ganache. Okay, I have to show you guys. It's happening. It's happening. So my dad has been sending me things all day of the pat of choux. So, it is.
You're going to have to post this to Snackaroos later.
I'll ask him for permission first. Because this is not what I need
This is the same thing.
So these are cream filled. I believe he ended up cutting them in half and putting the creme patissiere inside. And then he has a picture of whisking the ganache. Oh my gosh. Oh my
ganache. Does he eat vegetables? Do you know if he eats healthy food at all?
Absolutely, yeah.
I just never see him eat or cook.
Oh yeah, when I was growing up, he would make many a dish. I mean, his specialty is pizza, but he also does like a really great soup. He does, I mean, all sorts of stuff. He cooked before he baked. He's just in a baking phase now, so he's making all the goodies. But yeah, look at that ganache on top. I need it in a little bakery box delivered to my door. Please and thank you. Oh, I'm so happy for him. I've tried to make pat of choux before, if you know. It's pretty finicky. So just props to him. Always, always, always.
I have never attempted it, and I might never attempt it.
I think you'd enjoy watching it, though, because it's one of those, like, it's a lump, and then you put it in the oven, and it poofs up.
I'll make it tonight. Jake Green says, I'm like a year behind, but there was about a 2-second difference between uppercase and lowercase for me, lowercase being faster. I'm hearing about my serial killings now, lol. And Rin says, I really like the cat eye style pupil, makes the character look more focused on their work. The third options hat gives me novice vibes, which could be applicable in certain ways. True. Om nom nom, pata choux.
Pata choux. Oh my gosh, that'll be my podcast with him. Pata choups, all bloops. You get it? You get it? We talk about all our experiences with baking.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I like the cat.
We've got some samples in the lettering channel on Discord if you want to check
them out. Already? Oh my gosh, people.
Oh, heck yeah.
I love it. Let's check it out. Oops all blue, or what do you call it? What was I gonna say?
Oh, we have about 10 minutes left, by the way.
Oh my goodness. Lettering. The Discord has many channels that are probably going to be like something in here will interest you. So, oh my goodness, so fancy, Alessandra. Look at that. Oh, I want to write like your cursive. I feel like our uppercase are very similar. That looks like mine. I love it. Don't mind the pig. That was my friend's sister. I love the pig. Come on. Did it start as a smiley face and then they made it a pig because it's like pencil and pen? Oops, all bloops. Ooh, it looks so like fast. And then lowercase is like something. Something happened here.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh, pig is the official mascot now. Oh, Anthony posted. Wow. I didn't know you were posting while talking to me. Jeez.
Are you impressed? It was during your diatribe of your father's finest cooking.
How dare you?
And baking.
How dare you, sir? Oh my gosh. Look at all these. But first of all, Rin has like this lovely sample. I love it all. This is so creative. I like oh my gosh, this should be the lettering. Like that looks perfect. The little dots in the middle. Come on. How are you so good? Ugh, I love it. Papa Zeitgeist saying, oops, all bloops, 7 seconds about. Oops, all bloops, 5 seconds about. Then says, oops.
Oops.
Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh. Oh, and then the vertical. Oh, this is so cool. Ah, Laura getting in there with the oops, all bloops. Oh my gosh. Yes. See, this is the creativity. I just am astounded because you wouldn't think necessarily that words are like, oh, gonna have all that much character to them. But then you do this and it's like you can feel the like oops because it's the up and down and the like gloopy
Undulating,
like, yeah, there's so many different feels that you can put into it. Ugh. I love it, I love it, I love it. All of you are so creative and wonderful. And look at Anthony. He even put an exclamation point. Show off.
Dark Hour says, caption said, Petachu, I think, sounds like a Pokemon. Next stream?
Are we making up Pokemon? Are we designing them? I don't know.
Based off of baked goods, which I think there are some already. There's like the ice cream one, the cream one. There's like food Pokemon that you can eat. True.
Shauna just posted about getting the amiibo for the... Is it sweet? Her name is Meringue. She's themed after, like, I think just sweets in general, but she looks like she's made of ice cream. And she's a rhino, and I love her. She's great.
This is Animal Crossing?
Yeah, this is Animal Crossing.
No, this is Animal Crossing. Anthony Jackson says, I'm going to click off for now. My computer is acting up again for some reason. I'm going to shut it off and let it rest. Bye, everyone.
Good idea. Thank you so much for hanging out, Anthony Jackson. And also, like, yeah, have a great night. We will see you later. I hope your computer is good.
Dark Hour says, see, Anthony? There's no way this chat is getting archived. I literally thought it was just for everyone to practice their upper and lower case. I didn't know it was going to be a lettering thing, so I'm glad that's part of it. I thought it was just a one-off channel of like, I guess post it here.
Sure, I guess, sure.
But yeah, no archives for this one. Rin says, hope your computer feels better soon, Anthony. And Dark Hours asks, food Pokemon?
Ooh.
I know, it's slightly horrifying, isn't it?
I mean...
Rin says, yes, Meringue the Rhino. She's so flippin' cute.
She really is. She's an adorable little design. So cute. So cute. I want like little
Dark Hour
toesies.
says, nice save. ...
Nice save. I think that was
No.
Nice
it was
save.
Definitely nice save.
Nice
Can't wait
save.
to see what you say next. That's what the ...
I'm on the
was.
edge of my seat. Listening,
What?
watching,
Yeah.
waiting. Golly. Yeah? This guy's a weirdo. I love him. He represents you.
He doesn't need a neck. He doesn't need that.
What?
His neck, he doesn't need it. Squish it down.
He doesn't need a neck. Squish it down. Okay. Well, then I'd have to like slightly change the angle so that he doesn't hit the thing. Well, he's hitting the thing. Look at his nose. Boop, 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 boop.
Cute.
Do you like him like this? Do you like this? Do you like
yeah,
this?
you can see what he's
Do you like
doing more
this?
when he's that close. Yeah.
If he's like down here and then his head just comes out and he's just like, hello.
Peering at it. What does it say? Oh, you should give him little like bifocals.
Clearly. It's true, he doesn't need so much neck.
Oh.
Ask
So
yourself,
you do agree.
how much neck do you need? Not much. Turns out. Clear up the silhouette, Anna. Clear it up, clear it up, clear it up, up.
Dark Hour
I want it to
says,
be a
quote, he doesn't need a neck, squish it down, Anthony says.
That is the most quoted thing he's ever seen. Said? Seen?
Both.
Oh, it's so awkward. Awkward little arms. Get out of here, you awkward little arms. Just a little awkward arm. Bend the arm. Bendy in the ink machine. This is what we need.
Did you play that?
I watched a playthrough of it.
How was it? It kind of had Cuphead vibes from what I've seen of it.
Yeah, but more horror. So it's not like a...
Why did you watch a playthrough of it? That didn't seem like your genre.
Oh, I listened to a playthrough of all kinds of games, Anthony. If I like a content creator, I will watch everything they play. Most of them are horror games, actually, because I watch a lot of GT Live, and those are like mostly horror games. And also we've been watching Julie and Solomita play Dead by Daylight a lot, and Wrecker. Oh man. But Dead by Daylight, I feel like once you get past the point where it's like, oh, they're being hunted and get like hooked through the shoulder and it's gross, then you get to like the technical aspects of the game, and it's actually really fascinating to see like what kind of powers that people basically like accrue and then give themselves every single round, and then there are 4 survivors and a killer going after them. Anyways, it's a whole thing. And yeah, I enjoy listening to video games of all types being played. Sometimes it's ooblets, sometimes it's DVD. You never know.
I never do. Rin says, Sir Scholorosaurus, T-flexing those freelance skills.
T-Rex Scholorosaurus. Wait, Sir Scholorosaurus? T-flexin. That was a lot of punning, Rin. Rin, by the way, I forgot completely to thank you so much for everything that you sent me in Animal Crossing. You guys, so Rin came over to my island and it was real cute little get together, but then you sent me so many things afterward, and also with every message being like perfectly punny. It was amazing. You're just way more creative than I could ever like think of. And I need to send you like 5 million gifts in return, but you gave me like really good stuff. It's so cute. Ugh. It's so cute. I need to give everything like its own area of the island to just do it justice. Seriously. Thank you so much, Rin.
So what are you going to do for Rin? Maybe we should have another Animal Crossing stream and you design a pattern.
Ooh, I could get
Hand
you a
it out
custom
as a
pattern.
gift.
But I was definitely going to have an Animal Crossing thing soon. I was probably just going to do it on the Discord, but if you want to make it a stream, we totally can. And that was just, the intention is for people to come pick up DIYs if they want to at my island, and I would of course love to come to your guys' island anytime, any place, anytime. I'm there. But I want to get rid of all my DIYs. I have so many, and if anybody could use them, I want them to be able to use them, but otherwise I'm just going to get rid of all of them. So come over, take them off my hands if you want them.
Julia's in the chat saying, I'm late. How's everyone doing?
I'm late for a very important date. No time to say hello, goodbye. Hello, Julia. How are you, darling? We are just designing a, what do you call this? This thing.
Little dude, little guy.
Little dude, little guy. It's like a cover for our podcast, which is Oops All Bloops, and it's a subscription podcast here on Behance, and we're just making some of the artwork for it. And our first episode is all about freelance experiences. So what we're doing is making this little dino as our, like, one of our characters. We couldn't really decide on, like, a mascot. So I think we're just going to do cute
The
little
Blitz
guys.
Pokemon route of there's going to be 500 in the end.
Exactly.
How many Pokemon are we up to right now? Like 900 something?
Oh,
I don't know.
man, that is a good question. Yeah, I have no idea. We have a
Also,
poster of the
Rin
original
says-
151.
Name them all.
There.
Rin says, my pleasure. And no, I have a habit of sending goodies out. Julia says, this sounds super cool. And just a reminder that we have 1 minute left.
1 minute!
It's 5:59.
I can't.
Jake Green says, okay, I think I'm caught up now. Just in time for the end.
2 times speed. How were we? Did you like it?
Julia says, I love this little dino. And Rin says, very happy you enjoyed the puns and items. Cheesy puns are quite fun and are perfect for Animal Crossing now.
You are so good at them. Also, like, typing them in and everything. Dedication. Props. I don't understand how. Oh, but yeah, what was it? We were gonna do one last stream with Corinne as well, or like play session, because Corinne's gonna get rid of Animal Crossing. Wasn't her type of game, which is totally valid and fine, but I want to...
She's gonna play Pokemon Unite.
With you! That's true.
Maybe, I don't know.
You stole it. You stole her from me.
The little scroll roll is tangenting with the edge of the table.
Also, it's not wide enough. Scroll roll. Yeah, I need to zoom out more and consider the overall shape of things, because I'm getting too tied up in, like, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, pay attention to me! And that's what's going on.
I do like this cleaned up version.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I'm so glad.
but let's not clean it up too much, right?
Oh, super sketchy, super sketchy. Look
Super
at that.
sketchy.
Wow, look at the
Yeah,
sketchiness. Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
Well, in all fairness, it has been 2 hours, and I don't know if we're going to have that kind of time for all of the little artworks.
Why can't we have all of the artworks have time?
You're a professional lady. You got things to
I'm
do.
a professional lady. I'm a lady. Professionally. No, the thing that,
I just heard that desk scoot towards him. Yeah. Much like a dinosaur noise, actually.
It's a dinosaur? No, it's a desk. This is our new channel that we're starting. Is it a dinosaur or is it a desk? And then we just upload sound clips. And they're all just us making the sounds. Okay, so one thing I want you to consider, though, is that this, like, majority of this stream has been designing the look of the overall graphic, not the sketch. So we've spent like 5 minutes on the sketch, so.
Okay. I don't know about that, but sure.
I'm going to go back and I'm going to see. 5 minutes.
It's
The
fine.
end. I win.
I concede, so yeah, sure.
Thank you! I appreciate that.
Jake Green says, quote, tangent, Anthony. Jake Green goes on to say, the
Tangent-me.
desk slides down. And Anonymous says, hey, it's me, Jay. I'm new. Panda said for me to join. Welcome, Jay.
Hey, Jay. What? Oh, Anonymous Strawberry. Hello. Welcome. We love strawberries here and pandas. So, look at that strawberry panda. So
Dark Hour
anonymous.
says, I'm a lady, professionally. And welcome to the stream, Rin says. And Dark Hour says, yes, Anna. Podcast segment. Do it.
Oh, what
I'm a
was the
lady,
podcast segment?
professionally.
Oh
That's
my
it.
gosh. Let me tell you how I'm a lady. I got born that way and I lived all my life. Pay me.
Pay me. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, no.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to reverse everything. Take
Those
it up,
desk
flip it, and
noises.
reverse it. Something. Let me work it.
Well, you got rid of the tangent, so that's good.
Someone, boy, is being a little bit of a noodle. Just a little bit.
Whoa.
That's not the right line.
Those are fighting words.
Fight me.
Dark Hour says,
I'm
hey
a
Jay, welcome to the
professional
stream.
lady."
Sadly, we are just at the end, but there's so much for you to catch up on.
I have to
Yeah,
go
you
make
can catch the
pizza.
replay. You know, Paul told me the other day that he makes pizza from scratch.
No
Maybe not from
way! We need to
Yes?
talk.
Does-
We need to talk about this.
As like one of his regular things that he makes for dinner.
That's fantastic. I want to eat his pizza.
Yeah, it sounded good. It
What kind of
sounded like
pizza?
it was Indian cuisine inspired.
Ooh, I want to try that, Paul. Come on.
Is that right?
Share the
know.
recipe. Also, I asked my dad for the cheesecake recipe again, and he said no.
Yeah.
He was like, no, I'm making pâte à choux today. And then he started sending me pictures. Silly man. Okay. This is where we could leave it today. I want to real quick put this on. Get rid of that nonsense. Gonna duplicate and resize this nonsense. Also, it's not gonna fit perfectly because we had a different hat and everything and all that jazz, but you know. Actually, it's not gonna fit completely because we changed too much. Alright, I'll just put a white blob behind it.
It should only take, what, like 5 more minutes to finish it, right?
Do you want to stick around? Seemed like you wanted to go.
No, I'm just poking at you.
Oh, I get it. You hate me. I get it.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Jarkover says, oh my goodness, Anna, that soundbite made me laugh in public.
What? What soundbite? What was it? I don't know. But I like it. I really want just a little cam of like whenever I make you guys laugh, I just want to see it and like everybody's surrounding reactions because that would be really great. So could I just get like a baby monitor for all of you, please? Sound good? Sound good.
Ren says, ooh, from short tangent to overflowing with goodness, just like the first podcast recording. And Dark Hour says, but stick around, y'all. I'll be moderating the chat for another illustration stream with Dale Begini.
Ooh, really?
Here in 1 hour.
Oh, this is another option. Having like a little cloud of white. Oh, are you saying goodbye? What?
I don't know.
1 hour for a pack.
1 hour.
Awesome. So yeah, stick around. Joe's got a stream. Let's watch. Let's all watch. Dale Begini.
By Gen I.
Please tell Joe. Please tell. It's gonna be super rad, tubular, and a cool time. I dig it. Yeah. But Anthony,
Did we get all the decades slang in there?
Boss.
Every single decade.
Oh, we're drawing an illustration for a skateboard deck. That's so cool. Oh, man. That just, like, sent me back. I had a, there was
Tech deck?
No. There was an assignment in our illustration class to design a snowboard, and it was one of my favorite assignments I ever did at art school. It was really fun.
What did you do on the back?
What did I do? There was definitely a lady involved. And I think lotuses.
Lotus lady.
Flowers. Lotus lady.
Snowboard? What colors?
Like pink and green, I think it was.
Cool.
Yeah, I really loved it, but now I don't know where that would be, if anywhere.
It's on snowboard.
Obviously, go shred, dude, and then I'll show you my snowboard. This is also an option, Anthony, if we wanted to make like a little area of illustration that just free floats on the black background. Is like we could make like a little cloud like this.
Yeah, kind of like with the blueberry in the beginning, how you had the yellow parchment-y color behind it.
Exactly, but this, I was thinking of fading out with that, where it's more of like a gradient, but this one's more like a little cloudsy.
This is good. I like it. It's a nice little spot illustration.
I'll experiment.
I like the color more.
Even further.
This is good for in a pinch, though. Like, it definitely catches the eye, and you read the title and the subtitle, and you get the little illustration. But I think I would prefer color. That's just me, though.
Could work! Yeah, I'm not saying that we would leave it as a sketch. I'm saying that we could color it in a way that's not as stuck to the outline. You know what I mean? Like, instead of making the parchment just this area, the parchment would be the cloud. And then we could color on top of it. Ooh, that's a lot. With either these colors or just whatever colors we want. So
Yeah.
options abound. We will keep working on this, and you will see it on the podcast art for Oops All Bloops, the first episode's freelance experiences coming this week.
Is that coming out? Yeah, this week. Any time in particular? Friday?
Do we want to aim for a day, or do we want to just get it done and then say the next day is the day we aimed for all along?
Yeah,
we still have to
that's the easiest way to do.
which is the unknown factor.
And we're streaming again on Wednesday, so probably not Wednesday, right?
It doesn't matter. It's just getting it done first. I want to get it done, and then we'll tell you when exactly. And then we'll try to get all of them to come out on the same day. How about that? Every Wednesday, every other Wednesday of a month.
My sights set on Friday. To replace the stream we took away.
Sure, sounds great. Jake says ukulele.
Jake asks ukulele.
Jake says ukulele. Or you learned how to say it, ukulele. Yeah?
Didn't you do that?
No, you did. You were the one who took a class on it.
Yeah, I forgot everything about that class.
So we have an opening sound to the podcast. A ceremony.
Makes the Olympics look like preschool.
Wow. And so yeah, the sound that we have is mostly our mouths.
Pretty good so
far. But I used a little ukulele track to put behind it as just like a little strum along that made it sound like a nice little opening. And that strum is not necessarily from like copyright free anything. I just got it from a random video that I was like, that sounds good. And so I wanted to have an actual like bespoke sound of like little piece of music. So what we're gonna do is have Anthony strum a few chords, and then we could put them together and see if we make something.
And just to head off any of these questions, no, I can't play the ukulele. I could hold down some strings and play a chord, and Anna could overlap those to make a thing.
Maybe. We're gonna experiment. We'll see if any
own
of
a
it
ukulele.
gets there. Jake says, "Yay, Anthony!" Excellent.
Yeah.
Yes. Exactly.
I tried,
Joe,
but my
yes.
skin is too soft to play instruments.
My skin is too soft. No, that's actually a legitimate excuse for any string instruments. I understand. Yeah, there's no pressure on it. We're just having fun and trying to put some sounds together that make it bespoke and unique, but also pleasant to the ears. Because the first cut I did of the opening, Anthony was like, "The beginning's great. I really like that, but the it descends into demon madness lair, whatever." You're like, it became horrifying at a certain moment, and so we cut all the horrifying parts out and made it more like.
What did I say? You
your
make it sound so
quote.
ominous.
I can't remember, but the best thing I remember about what you said was, I want it to sound what a bubble looks like.
I did say the first part with the pops is really cute, and then it's terrifying, and then it's cute again. That's what I said.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I said I feel like it would feel more rounded, quote unquote, if we replaced the breathy laughter and monster bloops with more whoopy bloopy doopy things. I want it to sound like a bubble looks, but that's just my opinion. Great work so far.
And then I said, quote, "I want it to sound like a bubble looks," and I said, "Agreed."
Yeah.
So we made it more like that, and you'll have to sign up for the subscription to tell us if we did a good job. Oh yeah, so good.
Rid says my skin is too
talking.
soft to snap. That's funny.
Rip. Oh no, you could not be Thanos. Jake says profession. Ukulele player. You'll get them calluses after a few weeks, Anthony.
I don't want them.
Give me your ukulele. I'll learn how to play it. I could deal with calluses.
No, you're busy.
Not too busy
You're watching
for hobbies.
Let's Plays.
No, that's
murder
during
games.
a walk. That's during work. There's an R in that word.
So you're going to learn how to play ukulele while drawing.
I mean, maybe we start doing ukulele streams. There's no rules here. I like the sound of ukulele.
Option, so
I want to play it.
Yeah, you should. But you can't have mine, and I'm not giving it to you.
Because you
Back
need to
off.
keep it because your skin's so soft.
It's pretty. I like the way it looks.
I'm not saying I'll take it from you. I'll borrow it from you and give it back with my blood on it because I made the calluses.
No.
No. Yeah, it's more personal and bespoke. It looks like a bubble sounds.
I tried to wink and I just looked away and closed my eyes.
Okay, that's the sign. We will head out. Alessandra says, my brother owns a guitar and doesn't play. Anthony, lol. That's Anthony. He also had a guitar.
I gave it to a better home, I suppose. Someone's coworker wanted it as a Christmas present, so I was like, here, just have this.
Take it.
You don't have to pay me for it.
Oh, I love it. It was a beautiful guitar, too. It was like mint green.
It was cute.
Oh, it was very cute.
I want to say it was beautiful.
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, it was very cute.
Rin says, byline, could not be Thanos. There you go. Put it on your business card. Jake says, I own like 4 guitars technically and at least 1 ukulele. Do you play them? Could you play our opening for us, please? I have a little strum in mind.
We won't pay you.
No, we could pay you in gifts and
Favors.
Yeah. Joe says, don't worry, Anthony. I will play guitar today for you. Oh my gosh, Joe, you play too? We just need to collaborate with everyone we know. Ukulele. It's going to read. Ukulele says, what? Jake says, I have played it, but don't often. I understand. That seems to be basically everyone. Joe says, ukulele stream sub Discord exclusive. Oh my gosh. I forgot. We have an exclusive Discord channel. We could do exclusive whatever we want with it. We could do exclusive streams on the Discord channel.
We could post, I don't know, a little sneak peek to the intro, the rough cut that you made to Oops All Bloops.
Too true. Honestly, what we could do is premiere every episode by going on like a voice chat with the private Discord and just talking about it for a sec and be like, so here's the funny thing that happened this week, blah blah blah, and here's the project, and then we post it and then they're like, oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, okay.
Or maybe afterwards, I don't know. These are just ideas, you know.
I have no idea.
Hey, Anonymous Strawberry says, hey, I joined the Discord. Welcome to the Discord. We'll see you after.
Welcome.
Whoop whoop whoop.
Put your writing sample in the lettering channel.
Jake says, I'm by no means a professional like Anthony. Slammed.
Oop-a-bloop.
Joe says, did you know bubble wrap was originally intended to be wallpaper? No, I did not. How? What the heck? Why? Let's see. We should just head out. Okay, I love you all so much. Thank you so much for being a part of this and for hanging out. We will see you again on Wednesday, 4 p.m. Pacific. Please, please, please wash your hands, wear masks, and get vaccinated whenever you can. I know that the global initiative, you know, hopefully it will get to you soon. And thank you just so much for being wonderful people. It's always great to talk to you and hang out. Anthony, is there anything you'd like to say before we go tonight? It sounded
See ya.
Sia? Oh, a caption says the singer Sia.
See ya.
Sing your favorite Sia song.
See ya.
From the chandelier.
It's pretty good. Titanium, right?
Titanium. Titanium. That's when you want to eat lava.
Lava,
okay.
huh?
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Not titanium. That would be silly.
Have a great night. Happy Monday. Good luck with the rest of the week. We will see you soon. Bye.
Goodbye.
Oh, and check out other streamers here on Behance. Bye.